Welcome to Today on this Thursday morning, November the 7th, 2013. Inside Studio 1A, I'm Willie Geist along with Al Roker and Natalie Morales. Al, you had a particularly interesting morning.
I did. You know, what, really?
Did you notice?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No?
Actually,
happened today.
Matt and I went over to his doctor, his urologist, David Samadi, who's the chairman of urology at Lenox Hill Hospital. We had prostate exams because this is why we are growing these beards. No Shave November, hashtag No Shave November. We want to bring attention to men's health, testicular cancer, and prostate cancer.
But it's also one of the most curable forms of cancer if it's caught early. So important to get these exams. I guess men starting in their 40s should at least have a conversation with their doctor, right?
And certainly, and a lot of people recommend at least getting one done so you have a baseline, so that maybe in a few years, if you have to start doing that, then of course they already know where you are. But there are a lot of variables as well, so you really need to have a conversation with
I haven't
doctor.
had a prostate exam yet, but I was struck by how quickly it went because you dread something like that.
And
you think it's going to be this all day.
Is it a little uncomfortable? Absolutely.
Of course.
But you know what? I mean, a trip to the dentist, I think, is a little more uncomfortable than that.
Right.
Exactly.
For 34 seconds,
Exactly.
it's worth the investment.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dr. Samadi, quite the stand-up.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of shit. And by the way, not really necessary, Doc. Okay? While somebody's doing that, hey, if you want to do comedy night at Chuckles in Nanuet, please be my guest.
Great spot, Chuckles.
But, it is.
Oh,
Vinny's Boom Boom Room in Secaucus. Yeah. Hey, John's Iron Fist Room. Hey. What? Hey.
I think he offered you the second finger. Was that his joke to you?
Yeah, that was his joke.
I got a second finger for you.
Really? Now if you want comedy, you got to go to Chevy Chase.
Should we go there?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's go right to Fletch.
Boom.
So, my kidneys feel a lot better in this position. Maybe it's just that I'm not doing any calisthenics. If I did some sit-ups in the morning or bent over like this, I'd probably feel 100% better. Moon River. Whew. Thank you, Doc. You ever serve time?
So you singing Moon River today?
There are a couple of other lines after that, but
He's a little fist, Doc.
It is still a morning show. I love that scene. That's so
great
good.
job by you and Matt. That's an
Thank you.
important thing, and I think you showed a lot of people, including me, how quick and easy it really is, and it's worth the time and investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big TV event last night. A lot of people talking about
Awards,
CMA
that's right.
Awards. The stars of country music honored their own last night. The 47th annual Country Music Association Awards in Nashville. I got to tell you, they went with a little edge. They went, and it was funny.
It's starting to seem more and more like the VMAs because all of these artists are also so crossover nowadays. Like Taylor Swift, you see her at all of the award shows.
they got a little political.
Yeah,
They
Brad
did get
Paisley and
political.
Carrie Underwood were sort of the co-hosts of the night. They did this big opening monologue, which was very funny. They picked on all their friends in the audience. They made fun of Miley Cyrus twerking, and they also went after Obamacare. So that was a play on a George Strait song. That's why they kept cutting out.
George Strait
you can kind of tell the politics of the different artists by the cutaways. Some people laughing, others just
not funny.
stone-faced.
Just like any other award show now.
Yeah,
So true.
But they were good. It was not a safe performance by the show at all. They
Seeing the
went
Duck Dynasty guys
Duck Dynasty.
doing a little
Twerking.
Robin Thicke twerking on the stage.
Lines.
So it's pretty funny.
It was a really good show. I got to see a bunch of it. It was great.
Our favorite.
This is
This
your
is the
guy.
best
My
story
man.
of the morning.
My man, in an effort to
man.
congratulate the
so
new
good.
Boston mayor, Marty Walsh, Vice President Joe Biden placed a phone call to Marty Walsh.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Right.
Except he called the wrong Marty Walsh.
In his Biden, do your Biden voice here.
He said, reported, you son of a gun, Marty, you did it. But he actually called Marty Walsh, a former aide to U.S. Senator Edward Kennedy, who's now the president of a government relations firm in Boston.
Who happened to know the Marty Walsh?
Right, at the time,
who is the now mayor-elect.
The
of
wrong
Boston.
Marty Walsh is sitting on the couch with his wife at home watching election results. Meanwhile, the other one who had just been elected Boston mayor was celebrating at his victory. But what the heck?
It's
Hilarious.
such a
But you know
Biden.
what? There's somebody placing that call for Biden.
I don't think so.
Of course there is.
I don't think
They're
so.
going to be like, hey,
I
put Marty Walsh on the line. No, no.
I
He
see
didn't just
Joe
pick up
Biden
the
going down.
phone.
He's picking up his own
Through
phone.
contacts.
And that's why, Mr. Vice President, once again, we beseech you, please come to the third hour, today's take, and co-host our show.
Yes.
Right
we
here.
would love
Right
it.
here. Right here, Vice President Biden.
There's only one.
Want you here.
For the full
One
hour.
Al Roker too, so he'll come for you.
That's right. No, there was
There's
one.
a couple
There's
more
a couple
outworkers?
actually. Yeah.
You imagine you're, in this case, the wrong Marty Walsh.
Yeah.
You're watching TV in Natick, Mass with your
Yeah.
wife. Phone rings and it's the Vice
It's the
President
Vice
of the United
President.
States.
Yeah.
By God, you did it.
Way to go, you son of a gun.
At least he's in politics and he kind of gets it, and probably
Yeah.
he knew what was going on. He's like,
That's
no,
the
wrong guy,
best.
wrong one.
Haven't you ever done that, though, when you're writing an email and you, like, click on the wrong person
Oh, yeah,
and you
sure.
hit send?
Oh, all the
Yep.
time.
And they go, I don't think you meant this
Yeah,
for me.
this was,
Yes.
depends on what you
Not
send.
me.
It can be
Yeah,
that moment.
Right.
That's right. Especially if your name's Carlos Danger.
Oh.
That's
Going back
yeah.
to Carlos.
kinda went back.
We don't need to go
I'd
back
forgotten
to
about
that one.
Carlos. Thanks for
we
bringing
were
him
done
back.
with him a long time ago.
All right, let us know what you think about this story, okay? Because I think it's a little
is-
deeper than the headlines.
Yeah.
A female teacher at Rio Grande High School in Albuquerque has been removed from the classroom for posting a threat to kill a student on her Facebook page. But wait a minute.
That's not
Hold on.
quite
Yeah.
that.
The teacher's
Right.
identity has not been released. The school confirmed the teacher had been frustrated with a student who pulled a prank in her classroom.
Right.
So she goes onto her personal Facebook account posting the following, and here's the quote, "I'm so furious I could just kill this kid." Police interviewed the teacher on Tuesday.
Yeah.
No charges filed. Albuquerque Public Schools said she explained that she had no intention of ever harming anyone, didn't intend to threaten the student. She was placed on leave, will remain on leave until her case has worked its way through the system of due process. At no time were students in any danger.
Once again, the problem with social
Right.
media is we've become so ingrained that as soon as we think something,
You vent
we've got
it.
to share it.
Yes, you vent
Don't
it, and
do
you
that.
can't take that back. And saying something like this will forever live on. And now, this.
okay.
She's gonna probably be back in the classroom.
You guys, who are all parents,
Yep.
how many times has your kid pushed you to your last
Yeah.
nerve and you've thought,
And you think that you're like,
kill this
"Oh."
kid.
Yes, like
Right.
that. Just
Yeah.
like that. But the
You don't
difference
post
is...
it. You
yeah,
don't
you don't
put
post
I
it.
don't
anything
get
out
onto
there,
a
and you don't
blog and say,
even say
hey, I
that.
wanted to kill my kid today.
I don't think anybody in their right mind thinks she was threatening to kill anyone.
No.
But why? Even if you want to vent, call a friend
Right.
on the
Yeah.
phone or send an
Right.
email to
Sure.
them, whatever it is. But why would you post it on a public forum?
She's
I
a
just can't grasp that.
teacher. You would think she would know better.
But I think the line is getting blurred for people. I don't
Right.
think they think this through.
Well, people use social media now as a way to vent their emotions, frustrations, you name it, and then they forget. You can't put that. So once it's
And
out there, that's out there.
ironically, this is the same school where that student was duct
With
taped to the
special
wheelchair.
needs. There was a student with special needs was
Right.
duct tape, and that
Right.
was a teacher's aide who was placed on administrative leave, and now is back in the
Let's
classroom.
move to a nicer story.
Yes, this is
Yes.
a great. I love
We
this
love this
story.
one.
After spending the better part of 5 days traveling home from Afghanistan, 13 United States Marines were able to spend the last leg of their trip from Chicago to San Diego in first class. American Airlines has a policy to upgrade servicemen and women in uniform whenever possible. They had 6 empty seats in first class for the group, but 7 other first-class passengers got up
Love
from
it.
their seats in first class so
Love
that
that
all
story.
13 servicemen
Nicely
could
done.
sit
Way to go.
in first class together.
Should be pointed out, though, that flight has 16 first-class seats, so there were
Right.
3 people who stayed in first class, but
But all 13
But all
Marines
13
got to
service
sit.
members
Yeah,
did get to
they all
sit.
got to sit.
but great.
Yeah. Wow.
Natalie
This
points
is-
that out.
Wow.
We try to bring a little sunshine in life, and Natalie
No,
just
I
has to
think-
bring a little rain cloud.
But there
For
were- there
those,
were 3
those are the
people-
3 of
There were
you.
3
Yeah, how
people
dare
who did
you.
not move, did not give them room, or didn't give up their seats.
First of all,
No,
great policy
it's
by
great.
American Airlines and all these others who do that. That's always
Yes.
the right
By
thing
the
to do.
way, while we're getting ready to do weather, Adam, what's the name of the young lady who's outside who's got
Becky.
Becky
has
has a
a
bucket
list. She
You're
wants,
on it, Willie.
show us the bucket list
what do you
there.
mean?
Back. Okay, on the bucket
Bucket
list, she
list?
wants a
Oh.
selfie with
Selfie
Willie.
with
Oh,
Willie.
done.
So you know what, Willie,
I'm
you
going.
go on out. I'm going
Done.
to do
All right.
weather.
Becky, I'm
you
coming.
head out
Okay,
there.
I'll be here
Becky,
all by
he's coming
myself.
your way, baby.